One of the big reasons the Red Sox were so comfortable giving Alex Bregman $40 million a season, which I still think is a pretty big overpay by the way, is that he's been so good defensively in his career, registering 29 defensive runs saved and 14 fielding runs in his first 9 years at the big league level, with some of his career best totals coming in just this past season that saw him win his first career Gold Glove. But unfortunately for Boston and Alex himself, in one of the biggest moments of yesterday's game versus the Orioles, an important early season divisional matchup, he wasn't able to come through with the glove, with the resulting carnage creating one of the crazier looking faceplants you'll ever see on an MLB field. Facing Ryan Mountcastle in the 8th inning of a 4-3 game, Justin Slayton induced a ground ball to the hole at short that was cut off nicely by Bregman, but as he started going towards second, he began to lose his balance, resulting in a hurried flip that would go past second baseman Christian Campbell into shallow right, resulting not only in Tyler O'Neill going to third, but Mountcastle getting to second. Upon replay review, it was revealed that there was an even more concerning development, that Alex had face planted with an amount of force that caused him to start bleeding from the top of his nose, as well as necessitating a visit from the training staff. I saw many online at the time worried he might have broken his nose, but thankfully he did end up being okay enough to stay in the game, giving him a front row seat for the rest of a nightmare inning that would see the Orioles push across 4 more runs, changing what was a close game before to a comfortable lead. That play, which certainly wasn't in any way devoid of effort, ended up being a huge catalyst in this inning, as normally Bregman turns that into 2 in his sleep, especially with the average speed of Mountcastle going down the line. For example, here's 3 plays from last year that were all extremely similar. Even just getting the lead runner would have been huge there, but we can't always control the balance of our bodies, so again, I don't really put the blame on him. I'm just acknowledging that it was a bit of bad luck at a time the Red Sox really didn't need it, with it being possibly the worst time that could have happened in the entire game. I'm just glad that he ended up being okay and not suffering something as severe as a concussion, which was certainly possible given the severity of that impact. Now, before we go today, I want to ask you this. Would you take the over or under on Alex Bregman hitting 25 home runs this season? For a little reference, last year he was at 26, but he hasn't got beyond that total since 2019. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing and checking out any one of these recommended videos. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.